अखण्डलमण्डलकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. Today we have taken the topic for discussion, the Buddhist philosophy of relations in Vijnanabad. But I think it will be the 3 lectures. Introductory is the first today one. First of all, we have to discuss why we have taken this subject. Because Indian philosophy teaches that without purpose we cannot do any work. Means normal human beings do not any work without purpose. All work is purposeful work. So we have also the purpose. Our purpose is we would like to know the Vijnanabadian views on relations. Vijnanabad, the positions of the Vijnanabad in Indian philosophical school, that here means Indian philosophical school mainly divided into 2, the Theravada school and Mahayana school. Theravada school philosophically it is called the Vastu Satantravadi, and Mahayana school means Bhavavadi, means pluralistic realism and idealism. Under the pluralistic realism, the Vaibhasik is one and Sautrantik is another. Vaibhasik, who believes in the Vaigya Pratyakshabadi, matlab means who wants to know everything by the perception only. They want the external world, they consider the external worlds, but they wants to get the knowledge from the external world by only the Anuman. That's why Vaigya Anumayavadi, Anumanvadi. Later on, in the sequence development, the Sunnavad has come, and Sunnavad means, generally we know the Sunnavad means who believes all are relatives. Mean external and internal world is nothing but substance and entity are nothing but the relatives. But today our discussion is concerned here, restricted here in Vijnanabad. Vijnanabad considered that the consciousness is only the exist, consciousness is only the real, everything is unreal. Means consciousness, without consciousness, everything is unreal. But Vijnanabad is the highest level of Buddhist philosophy in the Buddhist thought. Means Vijnanabad is discussed in all over India, all over the world. Sunnavad and Vijnanabad is the discussions subject of all over most of the world, most of the universities, because they are very systematic and scientific. Primarily Buddhism is very systematic and scientific, and they are given the logics, they are given the epistemology. Because Indian philosophy, not only the Indian philosophy, all philosophies generally 3 kind of queries. One is epistemological queries, another is ontological queries, third one is ethics. Ontological queries means the science of inquiry of existence. Epistemological queries means the scientific methods of inquiring the knowledge. And ethics means the standards, law of society. or science of morality. Now I have to see that Vigyanavad is discussed on the relations. Finally, we would like to say that Vigyanavad is denying the all kind of relations. But why? First of all, we would like to see that what is the means of relations. Relation is here. Actually, relation has a important role to generation of cognition, generation of knowledge. Every knowledge should be the structural knowledge, then we can express it. It is the opinion of न्याय-वैशेषिक system. न्याय-वैशेषिक systems are saying that without the structural knowledge, we cannot express it. Means knowledge consistent with the behavior. According to our knowledge, we show our behavior. We behave in our society. We behave our society. So behavior and experience are coming from the knowledge. And knowledge are coming from like this structural knowledge. Structural knowledge means when I am saying that I have a knowledge of flower, means I have a knowledge of flowerness, I have a knowledge of a flower, and I have a knowledge also the flowerness and flower relations between the flower relations between the flowerness and flower. Flowerness is the universal. Flowerness is the class, means oneness of many. Class means oneness in many. It is in the terminology in philosophy, jati, samanya. So in philosophy, the samanya or jati will become with the qualificant as a qualifier, because without the flowerness I cannot get any knowledge of flower. Without the cowness I cannot get any knowledge of cow. Cowness, flowerness, or any kind of penness means any kind of class or any kind of universe will come automatically with the entity, because flowerness is a knowledge of which flowers has been produced and destroyed. Which flowers is not produced, will be produced in future. I have also knowledge that. That kind of knowledge is flowerness. So when we are saying that I have a knowledge of flower, means I have a knowledge of flower and flowerness and relation between flowerness and flower. This is called the structural knowledge, Savikalpaka Jnana. And that Savikalpaka Jnana is expressible. Otherwise, I cannot express, I cannot behave in our society. So it is the role of relation. That relation has been denied by the Vigyanavari. Why? Because every philosophy has a worldview. So its concept has come from the Upanishad. Upanishad give us a concept that Pindahi Brahmanda means which is constituted by the external world, and internal world also constituted by the same elements. Means there is also the 5 primary elements. Here is also the first primary five elements. Means Khiti of Tej Marudvam means earth, water, fire, air and sky are the 5 elements are constitute the external world and also constitute the internal world. And according to the न्याय system, the न्याय says that the object of knowledge is only the external world. means all kind of knowledge is coming from the external world, and that objects are only exist in the external world. So external world objects are coming through the process, and it is internalized in the internal world. Means object is coming in internal world as a knowledge form. Here is the object, here is the knowledge. Object is the outside and knowledge is the inside. It is the property of knowledge. Internal world means where I have a knowledge, I have a desire, I have a pain, pleasures, feelings, everything, the property of the internal world. And all kind of objects are the external world, which is internalized by the process of knowledge and into the internal world. And then after getting the knowledge, we can express it by the language. So we can express this by the language after getting the knowledge. Here is the difference of Nyaya-Vaisheshik system and Vijnanavadi system of Buddhism. What is the difference? Very interesting here. They have raised a very pertinent question that, oh Nayayik, please tell us, object is a prior of knowledge or knowledge is the prior of object? Very pertinent question. Obviously, Nayayik says that the object is the prior of knowledge. And Vijnanavadis are saying that, no, you are wrong, because after getting the knowledge, we are saying that this is the pen, this is the book, this is the flower, this is the fruit, like this. So after getting the knowledge, we identify, we recognize, we are naming the objects. So knowledge is first and then object. They are telling that no, you are idealist, you are wrong, because object is exist before of knowledge. Please suppose I have not seen the South Africa, but I cannot deny that South Africa is not exist, because if I perceive or not, the object is already exist in the world, external world. They are giving this argument. So there is a very good argument. There is very means that kind of arguments has been run 600 years. In the Nalanda University is a pioneer here, and Nalanda University has given opportunity to discuss the Sunyavadi and Vijnanavadi, to discuss on the Nyaya and Vaisheshik system by the epistemological way, by the logical way, and they have given a huge number of texts. Vijnanavadi text has been studied from the Acharya Maitranath. Acharya Maitranath is a first Acharya of Yogachar Darshan. Yes, here is the we have to note here that many scholars are telling that Vijnanavad and Yogachar is the same. I mean, we are attacking in the same time the Yogachar and Vijnanavad. But we have to remember that Yogachar and Vijnanavadi has a similarities, but not the same. They have also a journey to Yogachar to Vijnanavad. So they have also development from the Yogachar to Vijnanavad. So we will discuss later on. Now the discussion is that the Vijnanavad is considering only the consciousness, nothing else, means they are denying the external world. How they will deny the external world? Before discussing that, we have to remember in Buddhism we have the two kind of truth, conventional truth and transcendental truth. So Vijnanavad are discussing everything in the conditions of transcendental truth, because they believe, logically they prove it, that only the consciousness, by the consciousness, by the way of transcendental truth, we can achieve the nirvana, which is the main goal of Buddhism. So, here they are telling about everything, that external world does not exist, means external world is not exist of the object. In the main focus is here. Say they are telling that Vijnanabad is telling that object and subject is identical. Means there is no difference between object and subject. Both are identical. Not only that, they also told that knower, knowledge and knowable object are identical. Means there is no difference between ज्ञाता, ज्ञान का विषय और ज्ञान, तीनों में no difference between three. So object and subject is not dual. Object and subject is identical. Now we would like to discuss here that we have to forget one thing to say here, that the world view, every philosophical system has a own world view, because they have a own set of presuppositions. On the basis of presuppositions, they have constitute their philosophical system, beautiful philosophical system. That's why they are distinctly different from each other. Means every philosophical system is distinct to each other, and they are beautifully make up their systems only for their set of presuppositions. So we had no many scope to discuss here. Only we would like to say here, giving the three substance, that we know very well that the momentariness, the idealist, means Vijnanabadi is telling us that if everything is momentary, means one moment it is produced and next moment it is destroyed. So how can I say the external world exists? Because when the substance or entity is produced, then substance or entity never be the object of knowledge. And the next moment, when it is destroyed, then also it's never be the object of knowledge. So how the object should be the how the object would be the create the knowledge. So object never be create any knowledge, because object is not exist at all. Object is produced in one moment, next moment it is destroyed. So object has no capacity, object has no functionality to produce any knowledge. So we are coming to the conclusion in this lecture that according to the Vijnanabadi, the relations never be the real. The relations never be the real. External world is mental constructed. External world is nothing but the mental constructed, and the external world never be the real. And Vijnan and consciousness is only the real, nothing else. Okay, thank you for today.